Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be using the Trez Wellness Hard Wax. I'll also be using the wax pot. So here I'm just going ahead and adding the beads. So I usually turn it up to the highest, which is 257, and I just go ahead and let it kind of warm up. And once it's warm enough, you'll kind of see it get a little bit watery, and that's totally fine. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and spray with the pre-wax spray, and this smells so amazing. It smells like coconuts, which are my favorite. So I just go ahead and spray, let it cool down a little, and then go ahead and wipe it off and really cleanse that leg. And then I like to just go in with some baking soda and just dry it off. And then right here you'll see that I'm testing the wax. So you kind of want it to be a little bit more thick so that it can go ahead and apply liberally. And then you always want to go ahead and use the side of the stick, not the flat top. So you want to use the side and really just drag along. Right here I'm just testing to see that it's dry. Usually dries within a few seconds. I pull it off and there you go. And you can see all the roots. So I've been waxing my legs for a few months now, probably over a year, I would say, on my own. So for me, this is kind of painless. It doesn't really hurt anymore. I just do it just for maintenance. And then right here, I'm just cleaning up my legs, just trying to wax the full thing. And so I just repeat the steps. You wait for it to dry. Go ahead and pull. There you go. You can see all the hairs. My hairs actually grow back really thin just because I have been waxing for a while. So they're not as like prominent. They're not so thick. They do grow back very thin actually. And then right here, I'm just going ahead, doing another strip. You can see that the wax kind of dried off on the stick. It's fine. It's usually normal. I actually had the AC on, so usually the wax will dry a little bit faster if you're in a colder environment. So just kind of be mindful of that if your wax is drying on the stick. But here in California, it's actually really, really hot right now, so I had to do it with the AC. And then, yeah, I just go ahead and repeat the steps until I feel like I have gotten every single hair off my leg. Usually, if you haven't like had a correct growth pattern, or if it's your first time getting a wax, usually you'll have some hairs that are stubborn, or like there's just there from your previous wax that are too small to get pulled out. Eventually, you'll have like a solid growth pattern, probably in about 2 to 4 waxes. So you just have to do it constantly and consistently, just so that you can have all the hairs come out at once and have the same growth pattern for all your hairs. So as you can see right there, they're pretty light. And mine do grow a little patchy. I don't really grow like full leg hair. I do grow like a little bit of patches everywhere just because I've been doing it for so long. So yeah, I'm just here, just repeating the process. I will say my left leg is a lot more it's a lot more sensitive. So usually my right leg never ever hurts, which this is my right leg. It never hurts when I pull off the strips, but my left leg, it's so sensitive. But right here, yeah, I'm just going ahead, repeating the process. And they don't have to be super clean. I know a lot of people see like on TikTok and like they look super good, super clean. I mean, I'm just doing this at home, so I personally don't really care. But also, if you're waxing anybody else, I always recommend doing gloves. Again, this is my own pot, my personal pot. And it's also like my own personal body, so like I don't really use gloves on myself. But for others, I always recommend using gloves. And you also don't ever want to use the same stick if you're using it on somebody else. But again, like it's just on myself. And right here, I'm just filling up the wax pot because this one is a little bit small. So it's definitely perfect for if you're a waxer, like if you want to just have your own wax pot so you never have to refill or keep double dipping with sticks. So here I am just refilling. It does take a little bit of time, not too much. I did have the Satin Smooth wax pot, and that took forever. So this one literally takes maybe like 5-10 minutes to warm up. And then I just let it cool down. So I let it get super runny, and then I just turned down the heat and I just let it get thickened up. And then right here you can see it kind of created like a grayish green just for mixing the two beads. And it's totally normal to mix two different color beads or different scents. It's fine. I'm not really that sensitive with my skin along my legs, so for me it's fine. You always do want to ask your client if they're sensitive, and probably you wouldn't want to mix just in case like they're allergic to anything. So yeah, so you would want to take that into consideration. But for myself, again, like I'm so used to this, I'm not that sensitive, so I can go ahead and mix. And then right here, you could really see the hairs, just depending on, I guess, the color of the wax as well. It's easier to see on some colors. And then I'm right here, I'm just pulling off my last wax strip. I do go in with the after wax spray. This also smells pretty good. I don't know what it is about these sprays, but they just smell so good. And this feels so smooth on the leg. And right here you can see the before and after. So my left and right leg, yeah, there's a huge difference. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching.